In this video, I'm going to give you 5 advanced Amazon FBA product research hacks that can make you thousands in profit if you implement them correctly. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Miles. I'm a 25-year-old 7-figure Amazon seller. About 3 years ago, I got started flipping name brand products on Amazon, and it completely changed my life. I made over $100,000 profit and over $1 million in revenue in just my first year. And it's my mission to help you build a side hustle or business of your dreams in 2024. This isn't the type of video that's going to get tens of thousands of views, but these small hacks that are more advanced, more niche, if you implement them, can make a massive difference for you. And if you guys have any questions about this stuff, please let me know down below. Make sure to subscribe for more. Let's get right into the hacks.
The first one is going to be leveraging pickup orders. So actually sourcing products online with online arbitrage, but taking advantage of local pickups. During what happened in 2020, pretty much every retailer that is nationwide implemented this sort of thing. And this has been an incredible hack, especially during Q4 and back to school. I've been able to find tons of product locally, just sourcing online and actually just filtering to see what my local stores have in stock, and been able to take huge advantage of this. In general, this tends to be, just off of my experience explaining it to people, something they see as like really complicated and such. So I want to make it really nice and easy for you guys. The cool thing is pretty much every website's going to have an explainer on how it works on their website. So we can see Dick's Sporting Goods here. We can see all we have to do is buy online and set your store and select store pickup, and then look for an email when it actually confirms here. And then you actually just pull up and pick the product up. Now, the cool thing is you can actually go ahead and once the store confirms it, you, like an advanced method would be to actually go ahead and list this product on FBM. So like Dick's Sporting Goods is one of the ones I've used a lot with this. They have this 10% email sign up coupon down here that I've been able to use a bunch, and then actually been able to go ahead and get stock live really quick by placing the pickup order. Typically, if it's during business hours, they confirm it within like 30 minutes or within an hour and such, and then going actually ahead and getting that stock listed FBM, picking up the products and getting to market so much quicker than other sellers. In that other sellers that are ordering the product from the retailer, it takes 3 to 7 days to arrive. Then they ship it off to Amazon FBA. It takes another 1 to 2 weeks to check in there. If I'm doing pickup orders and leveraging FBM, and I'm going to show you guys how to test if something's FBM friendly later in this video, because that's another hack as well, I can get that stock live literally 2 to 3 weeks quicker and make money, learn, and innovate a lot quicker than these other sellers can. So for example, like Dick's Sporting Goods is a good example of one that allows this, as well as Walmart has a good pickup and delivery service right here. And you don't have to pick it up same day. I think Walmart specifically, it's like 5 days. I don't really know. And then Dick's Sporting Goods, for example, I believe it's 4 days. Kohl's, I think it's 7 days. So pretty much every nationwide retailer has systems like this. And it's an incredible idea to consider leveraging this, because you can literally do retail arbitrage without leaving the house, get the orders confirmed, and then get the stock listed FBM pretty quick, and then just go pick up the product and just start pumping it FBM. And that's so much faster than waiting for the product to arrive via online arbitrage. So that's something I've used over the years that's been incredibly effective. Here's a hack I actually recently learned about. So if we take a look at this product right here, we can see these black slides are going for $43 on Amazon, right? Plugging them in on Google, we can see over on Shop WSS, they're going for about 30 bucks, and we have this $50 off 250 code right here. So we can see that's going to give us about 20% off. So if we go ahead and plug these in at 24 on Amazon, we can see SellerAmp shows that leaves about $6 profit a piece. This isn't going to be a SellerAmp or Keepa tutorial or on gating tutorial. I have all those on my channel. We can see about $6 profit. The BSR is really good. The profit per unit's not bad, but the ROI is a little bit low. However, if we go ahead and take a look on the Keepa chart here, if we take a look at the year long, we can see at a $24 buy cost, we have a ton of history of making money here at 50 plus, 56, 59, etc. here, right? So we can see if this thing goes up to 52 again, or 50 bucks again, this is nice and good, right? And so what I definitely want to do is go ahead and add this to an almost good spreadsheet in SellerAmp, and then come back and take a look at this. What we can also do with that product is we can see this data nicely one-click exports out to the SellerAmp spreadsheet here, right? What we can also do is actually go to track product on Keepa here, right? And what we can do is set what's called a Keepa alert. So we can get literally notified by email if this gets to 51 again, for example. So like I said, this is something I haven't implemented a lot in my business yet. I recently learned, and I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm not doing this. But as I'm learning, I'm sharing with you guys. That's literally what I've done, through the whole process of documenting my journey the past 5 years on social media, even before I was doing online arbitrage, right? So I just was like, all right, like I need to share this with the people. So start setting this stuff. It's incredibly helpful. we can see on my Keepa track page, we can see I got 2 items so far I'm tracking right here. I should have hundreds within a year. And now they're just going to be sending me emails when these items become profitable. Because that's the beautiful thing, guys, is that this coupon has been around for a while, especially BF22 Save 50. It just rotates monthly, essentially right here. It's been around, so I think since like 2022. Like, items ebb and flow in and out of profitability all the time. And you can set these Keepa notifications and get notified when these deals happen incredibly easily, which is just super, super nice and effective and such, right? And that's a major hack that I'm going to start implementing with you guys. And it's literally as simple as just going to track products, start tracking. And the cool thing is they can even send you like an email and like a Telegram notification when items become good. So it's completely unreasonable to not go ahead and do that when you're seeing examples of items that have been profitable at the buy cost you can get it at, especially when we're talking about evergreen coupons. This next one is incredibly underrated and a little bit hard to understand. So for whatever reason, some products on Amazon have multiple listings. If we go ahead and search Nike black sportswear hoodie here, we can see if we take a look at these 2 items right here, these are the exact same product. It's just a black Nike hoodie with the kangaroo pouch, right? And we can see one listing has 400 reviews, one listing has 5,000 reviews. If we keep scrolling down here, we can see here's another one that has over 3,000 reviews. So for whatever reason, a lot of items on Amazon have multiple listings. And the cool thing is with FBM, we can see these listings looking fairly FBM friendly, right? So you can see other people are making money on these FBM, right? 27 sellers, 17 FBA, 10 FBM. You can leverage FBM with this stuff and have, 20 of this list of this item with 6 on each ASIN. Obviously the sizes need to overlap and such. Obviously you need to make sure that you're not overselling and such too. That's something I've been able to use over the years that's been incredibly effective using that multiple ASIN strategy. And that's something that typically is harder for beginners to understand and implement. But essentially, if you hit the keywords on a product, and as a beginner, you should be doing a lot of storefront stalking. So you're going to come across seeing successful sellers with lots of reviews have multiple of the same product in their listing. For whatever reason, some items just have multiple listings on Amazon, like I was saying. You can split evenly across those. Now, caveat with the strategy, this is mainly going to be the kind of thing for clothing and such, because Nike releases like new versions of products, even though it's the same thing and such. If it's like a consumable, you have to make sure that it's the exact same product from an ingredients perspective. I don't sell a lot of that stuff, and I wouldn't recommend implementing the strategy unless you really, really make sure the labels are correct and such. But for clothing products where Nike releases new versions, such, picture and title is primarily going to be the driver of making decisions in that regard. And you can see if other people are doing it on those listings too, and just, build your own best judgment and muscle over time. However, for items where it is the exact same thing, that's been an incredibly effective strategy for me over the years, spreading stock out across multiple listings. So this next one is actually really underrated, especially for retail arbitrage and online arbitrage, and that's going to be using tax exempt. So sales tax is really annoying. A lot of us aspire to use a sales tax-free prep center. I've been doing it for the past 2 years to avoid sales tax. However, it's going to be required for wholesale to have what's called like a tax exempt certificate or reseller's license. Depending on where you're located, it's going to have a different name depending by state, but it can actually be used for a lot of retail arbitrage and some online arbitrage as well. So for example, if you look up Walmart tax exempt, we can see Walmart has a tax exempt program here. So pretty much everyone watching this video is going to be able to buy inventory on Walmart with no tax, which is going to end up being a 5 to 10% advantage over other people. Right? And you can also use the Walmart credit card to get another 5% of ROI built on that with the 5% cash back too and such. So it's always a good idea to get in the habit of checking for different OA websites. It's not always going to be possible. In fact, in many cases, it's not going to be possible, but get in the habit of checking, and you can see just on Google. Then you also want to be going ahead and using this for retail arbitrage as well, bringing that paperwork with you. And the last hack right here is still criminally underrated, especially for beginners. My first 6 months of selling on Amazon with online arbitrage, I did like 300K in revenue and about 60K profit. And almost all of that was merchant fulfilled. And I still don't see enough people talking about this stuff. If you want a really good walkthrough on really everything you need to know with merchant fulfilled, estimated shipping costs, how it works, how to do it, go to howtofbm.com. It's a completely free guide I got for y'all and such. But predominantly, what you basically want to be doing is looking if other sellers are FBMing. Because when you FBM, you sell quicker, you learn quicker, you get to avoid price tanking and such, right? A listing like this, for example, we can see there's currently 29 sellers, 28 of them are FBA. Probably not going to be the kind of thing we can FBM here, especially if we go ahead and take a look and go to data and then buy box statistics on Keepa here. We can see pretty much everyone that's selling this is FBA. Looks like around like 7% of the buy box shares going FBM. It's a little bit lower, especially when currently it's really being super dominated by FBA sellers specifically. But this item, for example, right here, we can see there's 9 sellers, 3 of them are FBA, 6 of them are FBM, right? And I have this offer summary seller tile. I moved it up in the settings so I can see it easier here. If we go here and hit data and then buy box statistics right here, we can see like 90% of the buy box shares going to FBM sellers, which is typically just because there weren't FBA sellers that actually had adequate stock and checked in here, right? Predominantly, what drives buy box share is going to be price and delivery dates. The way you see delivery dates is taking a look at a listing right here or scrolling down here and taking a look and go ahead and seeing right here the delivery dates of other sellers. When you're FBA, it's just waiting for inventory to check in for its delivery dates to optimize. When you're FBM, it primarily comes from changing your shipping templates and being in 0-day handling time. Shipping templates, I would recommend doing free shipping, bake it into cost, because when you do FBM, you avoid FBA fees, right? So if you scroll down here, right, on SellerAmp, right, we can go ahead and see, scrolling down to the FBM calculator right here, it's a little bit of a difference, right, in terms of the ROI here. You would just want to plug in the FBM cost, the estimated shipping you get from howtofbm.com, correlated to the weight on SellerAmp right here. So not enough people are taking advantage of FBM. Some people say it takes more time. I say it takes less time because you learn way quicker and make money a lot quicker. So I personally think it takes a lot less time and such. And consider getting some FBM listings live, especially on listings or really exclusively on listings where you see other people making sales FBM in the buy box statistic. Hope this video was helpful for you guys. Some of these more advanced hacks. I'm super excited to implement like that Keepa tracking system and for Q4 with pickup orders. Super powerful stuff. If you guys are interested in a lot more direct one-on-one help, so unparalleled daily one-on-one access to me with my personal phone number, 3 group coaching calls a week, a one-on-one live sourcing call on Zoom with myself, consider applying for my coaching program. I'll leave a link down below in the description. Tons of different people we've helped on our page, as well as a little explainer video going through what's actually included, and then also a bunch of student results and people we've helped here. Now is the perfect time to consider applying for that if you're interested. Getting into the easier time of the year, getting out of Q1. It's going to be a good ride of holidays, Easter, and then Memorial Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, 4th of July, back to school, and then eventually Q4. Want to make sure you're prepared for that, and I would love to help if you're interested. So make sure to apply for that and such. Subscribe for more and let me know any questions, and check out some more videos I'll pop up on the screen, and I'll see you guys in the next one.